Hey guys, my name is Jasmine Womack and welcome to my channel. I am so excited to be here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing how I batch create content. Now me, I have a very busy and demanding life. I have children, I have a husband, family, friends, I have clients, I have a team. I have a lot of people pulling on me every single day, and I have a lot of situations that require my energy, my time, and my attention. One of the ways that I maintain my visibility in the online space is by batch creating content. This is a strategy that I have used since I first started doing this. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that I batch create content so that I can keep my visibility consistent, because consistency is the name of the game. So stay tuned. Hi, my name is Jasmine Womack. I'm a wife, a mother, I'm a woman of God, and I am a trendsetter. I help authors, speakers, and coaches stand out as subject matter authorities on their topic and in their industry. And I do this by helping them to write and self-publish a best-selling book, and then I teach them how to turn their book into programs, courses, and premium priced coaching communities. Batch creating means that you set aside a block of time, and during that block of time, you have dedicated yourself to create a certain amount of content. I'm shooting this video right now, but really, you see one video. While on my end, I've set aside about 90 minutes to shoot and film 5 different videos that I will shoot the content before I send it to my brand strategist. Setting aside 90 minutes allows me to shoot 5 videos. And for me, that's 5 weeks worth of YouTube content. There's also 5 blogs. That's also social media content that I can repurpose for 5 days. Now, over the years, I have changed my strategy for batch creation. I'm going to share the strategy with you that I've used since 2018, and also the strategy that I'm transitioning to as of 2022. So step 1 to batch creating my content is that I actually set time aside and I map out all of my content first. So before I create anything, I first have to decide what I'm going to talk about. Now, I actually conducted research. I pulled videos. I went back into my story archives. I even looked at old posts of mine, and I had to analyze and assess the type of videos, content, and posts that got the most responses, that got the most shares, that got the most comments, because that's an indicator for me that my audience enjoyed that type of content and they want to see more of that. So I took a note. I created content buckets, meaning underlying topics or overall topics that I can talk about in my content. And actually, these are the type of contents that I share every single day anyway. For me, that's writing and self-publishing, that's building your coaching program, that's work, family, and life balance, and of course, spiritual growth and personal development. For me, those are my 4 content buckets. I created topics and I categorized them under each content bucket. I created enough topics so that I could target one specific topic each week. That's how I did it, and this is what works for me. I simply made a list in the Notes app on my phone, and after doing some research and assessing content I'd already created, I used that as a catalyst to map and outline my topics for the upcoming year. This way I don't have to ask people, hey, what do you want me to talk about? Because the data already shows me what my audience wants me to talk about. Maybe you're just coming into this business and you don't really know what people want to hear about from you yet. Well, this is where you go into your values. what are 4 core values that you have and that you implement in your business? I would start with those values and I would begin creating topics related to those values. So that way you have an equal balance of business and personal topics and ideas. So step number 2 is that I actually make time to now create the content. Now that I know what I'm going to talk about and discuss each week of the year, now I can create content for and about those topics. Now, in the past, 2016, 2017, and 2018, when I was still working a 9 to 5, I would batch create content for the week every Sunday. So this means that after Sunday dinner, after I prepared for the week, after I put my children to bed and my husband was good, I would stay up for about 2 hours and I would create my content for the week. I would create my posts, my captions, 1 blog post, and maybe 1 or 2 emails. I would get all that done within 1 hour and it was already created. That's what I did when I was working a 9 to 5, right? Because the thought of doing extensive content creation at the time was extremely overwhelming. However, I was still able to batch create by just taking time and setting it aside every Sunday evening and planning my content for the upcoming week. However, now, as a full-time entrepreneur and CEO, I do something a bit different, and this is what I'm doing this year and moving forward. As I was on my staycation a few weeks ago, and as I was mapping out my calendar for the entire year, I made it a point to reserve an entire week each quarter for content creation. So at the end of each quarter, I blocked off an entire week from my calendar for me to create content for the upcoming quarter. And remember, I already have my topics, right? So now it's just about creating content related to those topics. So if I know that for the quarter, I'm going to need 12 videos, then this means that on a Monday, I'm going to set a Monday aside and I'm going to go ahead and knock out 12 videos. I'm gonna give myself 3 to 4 hours to do it, and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot 12 10 to 15 minute videos within that block of time. And now my videos are done for the quarter. Once the videos are shot, then we can take the audio, transcribe it, and we can turn those into blog posts after we edit it. We can take video clips and snippets, or we can take excerpts of the audio and turn those into reels. We can turn those into captions. We can turn those into carousels for Instagram. There's so much that we can do with the content. So I'll take an entire week to create the content. I will start off by creating 12 videos and then break those videos down into blog posts. So maybe on Tuesday, I'm going to work on the blog post. On Wednesday, I'll work on emails. If you want to send out an email a week, this means that you would need 12 emails. So you set aside a block of time to create 12 emails. On Wednesday, that's your day to create emails for the upcoming quarter. So that way you're working ahead of time and you're not trying to sit there and create content at the drop of a dime the day of. You're able to work ahead of time. You're able to create content. You're able to still have a presence without always being physically present. And you're able to get everything done in ease and in flow without stressing or wondering or questioning about what you're going to create. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, I can work on my social media posts and my captions for at least 30 days. I don't necessarily suggest working on captions 12 weeks out. But at least for the next 30 days, you can do that as well. So that's my step 2, is after you've done a brain dump of ideas, now you actually set aside dedicated time to create the content, which leads me to step 3. After the content has been created, now it's time for you to schedule the content out. This is where a scheduling tool comes into play. And there are many. You just have to find the one that works for you. There's Hootsuite, there's Buffer, there's Later. Lately, my team and I have absolutely been loving Planoly. It allows you to have multiple Instagram accounts. You can post to Facebook. You can post to Pinterest and others as well. So I absolutely love Planoly. I was using Later, but I've recently switched to Planoly and love that. And so you just want to take time now to schedule it out. If you don't want to schedule out your content because you spent all of this time creating amazing content, then you can hire a VA to simply schedule the content out for you. And once it's scheduled out, then it will auto post. You don't have to worry about it. You've front-ended the work, so now you can rest on the back end and put your energies towards revenue generating activities. So I just want to do a quick recap as to how I batch create content. Number one, I do a brain dump and I plan out my content and my content topics. Step two is that I take time to actually create the content. This can be a few hours on the weekend for the upcoming week, or it could be a whole entire week to plan out content for the upcoming quarter. And step number three is that after the content has been created, now it's time to schedule it out so that your content can auto post without you having to manually post it. Definitely take a look at this video. Let me know which of these strategies you've tried before or which one you plan to try. And just drop a comment down below, and I am looking forward to hearing back from you. My name is Jasmine Womack. I'm a writing consultant and sales coach for authors. And if you are an emerging coach or aspiring author and you want to write a book to create impact and generate thousands of dollars in sales, then definitely make sure that you visit www.bankablebooks.com and register for the free 3-part mini course where you will learn how to write the type of book that will make you $10,000 per month or more. Again, visit www.bankablebooks.com. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.